Hello, my dear student. I am Krishna Kumar. Today, we discuss about animal reproduction in this video. In animal reproduction, we first discuss about the type of reproduction. The first we see here, the reproduction is the process in which the new organisms are produced. The organisms produce their own kinds, and this biological process is known as reproduction. Reproduction is very necessary for all living organisms to maintain their continuity of life, and reproduction helps the new organisms to survive in nature. The reproduction is classified into group: asexual mode of reproduction and sexual mode of reproduction. In asexual mode of reproduction, the offspring are produced by a single parent, and in sexual mode of reproduction, the offspring are produced by the two parents. There is need of the two partner, one male and other female partner. In sexual mode of reproduction, the fusion of gametes of both partners takes place to form zygote, and from zygote the embryo is developed. But in asexual mode of reproduction, there is no fusion of gametes or takes place. Only single parent is capable to produce the new young ones. First we compare the asexual and sexual mode of reproduction. In asexual mode of reproduction, one parent is need, and in sexual mode of reproduction, the two parent needed, a male and a female partner. No gametes required in asexual reproduction, but in sexual reproduction, gametes are required for fusion, and in asexual reproduction, offspring are genetically identical, or you can say the clone is produced. The characters of the parents is transferred to the offspring, so that the carbon copy of offspring is produced by the asexual mode of reproduction. But in sexual mode of reproduction, offspring are not genetically identical, because there is some difference, some mutations, and some genetic changes are takes place in sexual mode of reproduction. Only one individual is needed to colonize a new area by the asexual mode of reproduction, but in sexual mode of reproduction, a male and a female are needed. The two partners need to increase their population. Asexual mode of reproduction is very fast process, always increase their populations in very short period of time, but in sexual mode of reproduction does not increase the population in short period of time. Very common among plants and simple or living organisms as asexual reproduction, but sexual mode of reproduction is almost all animals and plants, which are higher plants and animals. Advantage of asexual reproduction is here: a good characteristic shows up in all the offspring, because in asexual reproduction is carbon copy and the similar characters is proceed, and in sexual mode of reproduction, new varieties are produced which may be more able to adapt to the new environment. When we say disadvantage, a defect in the parent shows up in all offspring, no variation occurs. But in sexual mode of reproduction, the disadvantage is here: excellent individuals cannot give identical offspring. Which type of reproduction produces clones? When we say what type of the reproduction produces the clones, the asexual reproduction always provide the clone identical or genetically identical offspring, so that during the asexual reproduction the cloning is takes place hermaphrodite. The one characteristic is new characteristic is here, have both male and female sex organs in one organism, then such type of organism is known as hermaphrodite, means bisexual. For example, snail, earthworm, some flowers of plants, tapeworms are hermaphrodite in nature. Now we see some terms which are related to the reproduction. Fertilization. It is the fusion of the male and female gamete nuclei to form a zygote. So the process in which the fusion of male and female gamete takes place to produce the zygote is known as fertilization. Fertilization may be of two types: internal fertilization or external fertilization. Internal fertilization is the when the fusion of gametes takes place inside the body of female is known as internal fertilization. For example, human beings. In human beings, the fertilization takes place inside the female body. Fusion of gametes takes place inside the female body. So there is the internal fertilization. The external fertilization is the process of fertilizations in which the gametes are fused together to form the zygote outside the female body. Means the fusion of gametes takes place outside the female body is known as external fertilization. For example, in fish, in frog, the fertilization is externally. You can see here in figure the internal fertilizations takes place in reptiles, birds, mammals, and the external fertilization takes place in fish and in amphibians. The zygote is the first cell that forms after fertilization. This one is the single cell. From this, the new organisms are produced. The first cell of the body of organism is the zygote. Why is internal fertilization essential amongst land animals? Because for fertilization of gametes, there is need of the medium, and so that no water in the animal's immediate environment to carry the sperm cells to the egg, and that's why the fertilization is internal among the terrestrial organisms, and so that the external fertilization is not takes place in the terrestrial organisms. The external fertilizations are only takes place in such type of organisms which one live in the water habitat, in aquatic habitat, because the aquatic habitat helps in the fertilization of their gametes, because the water helps in the fertilization. Now we see here the human male reproductive system. In human male reproductive system, there is a pair of testes, epidermis, vas deferens, urethra, penis, and three types of accessory glands: seminal vesicles, prostate gland, Cooper's gland. So altogether these makes the human male reproductive system. As you see in figure, the human male reproductive systems and their parts. The testes is hang outside the body of male in scrotum, because it produces the sperms, and to produce the sperm need the low temperature than the body temperature. These are small solid oval bodies packed with tightly coiled seminiferous tubules which produce sperms and androgens in male. The most common androgen is called testosterone hormone, and androgen causes males to develop male secondary sexual characteristic at puberty. As we discussed, the scrotum is the thin bag-like pouch in which the testes are present, hangs behind the penis. It holds and protects the testes and allows the development of sperms at low temperature than body temperature. It also contains numerous nerves and blood vessels. Thank you for watching my video. Again, I come with a new video with the new topics of the same chapter. Thank you.